7:12, and time to talk tech with Chris Abel, who joins us as he always does on Sunday mornings. Good morning to you, Chris.
Hi, good morning.
Okay, let's start with Tesla because honestly, I'm very curious as to what this is all about and why this shift in focus. So Tesla has announced that they're ending their Model S and X electric cars and replacing production instead to make something called an Optimus humanoid robot instead. Now, first of all, the name of that is a bit frightening. What is going on here?
Well, Elon Musk claims that the future has changed, that we are no longer going to own cars and drive them. Instead, we'll use services like robo-taxis. I feel, however, Tesla is no longer a popular company. A lot of that has to do with the divisive antics of Elon Musk himself. And their sales have been dropping year over year over year. So I think that has more to do with what changes he's had to make. But he's saying also the future is going to be humanoid robots. And, of course, I talk about this often every week. The problem is that the companies in China are outperforming him in terms of humanoid robots. So he's got quite the climb to get ahead in terms of keeping his business going.
Okay, so I understand that. Okay, and it's interesting that you say that they've become, obviously the brand itself has been, in some, depending on where your politics lie, but tarnished in some ways. It's become more political than sort of a new, the tech aspect of it. So what do we know about these humanoid, what is it? Optimus humanoid robots?
Optimus.
Yeah.
They are humanoid-shaped robots that are capable of a number of things, although he hasn't really done any sort of fancy stuff. He's had a diner that he launched in the U.S., and you can go up and have an Optimus humanoid robot give you popcorn.
Okay.
And sort of do services like that. So the aim will be that it's not just for working in factories, but potentially having these robots in your home as well.
Okay, well, we'll see how that pans out for him. Okay, this is some sad news in the world of science here in Canada.
Yes, Kirsty Duncan was Canada's first Minister of Science, an incredible achievement. She was an amazing PhD scientist herself. She helped prepare Canada for pandemics and did that before COVID. She did this head-spinning expedition that she led up to Alaska to recover specimens of Spanish flu, the virus, from the bodies that are trapped in the permafrost up there in order to help prepare us for upcoming pandemics. It's sad that she has died of cancer, unfortunately, this week at the very young age of 59. I want to share with you, I had the chance to spend time with her at our local science center. And have a listen, you can tell just how well she and I got along. And I'm really sad that that's simply never going to happen again. Have a listen.
You've got fond memories of the Ontario Science Centre.
Very.
And the science centres are playing an important role in participating in the discourse for things like climate change, biodiversity.
Our oceans, the possibility of space travel, talking about protecting our rainforests. This is all about bringing science to the next generation. I bring my nieces here, and I mean, their faces light up when they can touch and feel the ocean. One of my goals over I hate to admit this, the past 25 years was to get more young women involved in science. And I always said the university was the place you dream your greatest dream. And if you want to be a scientist, this is where you start.
Oh, my goodness. She's so lovely. And 59, Chris. That's so sad.
Yeah, I mean, she gave us so much, and yet she had so much more that she could have accomplished. So this is a tremendous loss, and I'm very saddened by it.
Oh, I'm so sorry for that. But you know, a life well lived, right there, with all of her contributions. Okay, so this is a very interesting story now. So Bacardi, the liquor, is using robot dogs to monitor whiskey. What is that? Monitor what in the whiskey?
Right. So you may have seen the robot dogs from Boston Dynamics. Those are the dogs that Bacardi is using. And I've always wondered, what are people going to do with those dogs? Well, Bacardi is very happy because in Scotland, they have these warehouses called aging warehouses where they keep whiskey inside these wooden casks, and they have them stacked from the floor way up to the ceiling. It takes about 3 years for the whiskey to mature and very slowly become Scotch whiskey. This works in that slowly the whiskey gives off an ethanol vapor, and that's what allows it to age. The problem is it's very tricky. You have to make sure that it's a slow process. If the ethanol vapor comes off too quickly, you can end up getting just empty casks and everything evaporates. So to monitor this, they've released these robotic dogs to roam about autonomously in the warehouses, constantly sniffing for the ethanol levels. And so they can monitor how much ethanol is coming off of the wooden casks. And that way, more accurately know what's happening and can identify which wooden casks need to be repaired, keep the ethanol vapor down to its absolute minimum, which will save Bacardi a tremendous amount of money.
So but I just want to go back for a second because I've seen those dogs and they're frightening. You know, they're not very. They look like something out of a horror film. We're talking about those dogs, right? They're very clunky a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The absolute nightmare dog.
Yeah.
So it is nice to finally have a scenario where they're not quite so scary.
Chris Abel, it's always a pleasure chatting with you. He's at Real Chris Abel on Instagram, Chris with a K, Real Chris Abel, all of it stuck together. Have a great Sunday, and we'll chat again very, very soon.
Yay, I'm looking forward to it.